by the way, you know.
I keep chiming it down. And
you finally listen. No, I'm talking about keeping it high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Got to keep you. Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
I remember that.
Not on, Yusuf. Yo, make sure it's good. Are we good? All right. Welcome, everybody, to Season 4, Episode 14 of the Fantasy Guys. We are officially live, ready to get the show on the road. Today, as you can see, I'm rocking a Michigan jersey, and there's reasonings for it. You know, shout out to Jose. You know, a couple years ago, he rocked a state jersey. So this year, we said whichever team wins, rock the jersey. He forgot to bring the jersey. So, you know, they won a big game against Ohio State. So go ahead and give a round of applause to all the Michigan fans.
I mean, you took pure advantage of that bet there. You waited till this week, which is a good week to wear it.
I mean, it was his
ended up
loss.
being great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's his fault. He didn't bring the jersey. I would have wore it after the Michigan State game.
It's a bad bet for Jose.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that,
Jose?
What's that got to say for Ohio State, man?
To be honest with you, that says a lot about Ohio State.
Your number one offensive player is out for Michigan. Number one defensive player is out for Michigan. And just like this,
crazy.
This is the year you beat them by 5 touchdowns, and you let that happen. You know.
You could just tell by the game, the more it got closer to the end, it was going to be Michigan. Like something was going to fall in Michigan's way because of the way Ohio State was playing, and they were playing scared. Michigan was playing free, and like they were playing their brand of football. So at the end of the day, like I said, kudos to Michigan. Congratulations on the victory. We got so much to talk about. We're going to start off the show with awards for LOL League. You know, we're going to give out awards and ask Tony why he believes Billy's the MVP. So that's the first most important question we're going to go into. I don't know. We'll see. Then,
he does.
A lot of NFL topics.
I do.
Fantasy football. Ask your
I'm
questions.
on that bandwagon.
Shoot them away. Feel free to do so. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, and Spotify podcasts, all under Oz Media. You can find all those programs on our website at ozmedia313.com. And if you're watching later, don't forget the number is 313-306-1750. Again, anyone watching, you want to call in, the number is 313-306-1750. Shout out to the sponsors of the show. Of course, you know we got BMI Towing, Hanley International Academy, Jebel Coffee House, Wingfellas, Holy Bowly, Melike Kebab, Unique Coney Island, and I mentioned BMI, Juice Box. That's what I did not mention. So let's start off with Juice Box, Yusuf, and give them a shout out. We appreciate Hakeem and all their support, and then we're going to officially get the show rolling. So shout out to Juice Box.
If you're looking for a place with the best smoothies, milkshakes, ice cream, cereal bars, and slushies, then Juice Box is your one-stop shop. You can try things like their Biscoff or Nutella shakes, crepes, watermelon blast, strawberry burst, or mango smoothies. Juice Box currently has 4 locations: Hamtramck, Dearborn, Detroit, and Trenton. So be sure to stop by Juice Box and get ready to leave there with a big smile on your face. You can also visit their website at juiceboxblend.com or download their app at juiceboxblend.appfront.app.
Ohio State had a chance to get Cam Ward.
Talk to us, guys.
It
don't hurt for us to talk about it. What are you saying, Bosh?
They got the money.
You called it out.
Yeah.
You said that you knew Michigan was going to take down Ohio State.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that I knew. I just knew that if we kept it close and we applied pressure on the line, you know, reports were peeping that 2 of their top offensive linemen are going to be out of the game. You know, all of our defensive guys are upperclassmen seniors, you know, so they take pride in that. You know, they want to punch out that 4-0 against Ohio State.
Absolutely.
It means a lot to them.
Especially after going 0-8 for like there was an 8-game win streak Ohio State had for a minute.
4-0.
And how would you feel if you're a 23-point
Underdog.
Biggest in the rivalry.
biggest, and you're a senior, and you just
Biggest.
waxed them 3 in a row, so you have some real
You're the
estate
defending national champions. It doesn't matter what your record shows.
there, you know.
First of all, I didn't even introduce who's in the
national
building. Let me
championships
go
are
ahead and do that. Of
different.
course, you got myself, Omar T.
In college.
Yusuf T in the
Don't
back.
matter, man.
Big Bro Moti.
There's a lot of players.
Killer Bosch in the building. Shout out to Bosch. We got A.B. Abraham, of course. Fudd Naji is back with his great identity. We got coffee from Jebel,
up.
and then
Very
Fudd
nice.
Naji identity as well.
Well done,
And then,
Fudd.
you know, we got Tony. We got the wah noise with Tony's here. There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Is that for Nick Chubb?
Tony.
What?
Well, I mean,
I hit.
listen.
Nick Chubb?
Hey,
But it was all about when you watched the video.
Yes.
Because if you watched the video that Thursday night,
Yeah.
he had 2 touchdowns and over 15 fantasy points. So that's what it came down to.
I really want to. Hey,
All day.
I really want to hear what Femi has to say about the Michigan victory.
We talked about this yesterday.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
I think they played hard. I think that they
drove it down their throats.
Pause.
Twice.
Hey,
Harden throw on their throats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pause.
I think that they pushed harder than they did.
hey, look at toe.
I mean, what else? What else, man?
How was the D?
At the end, they planted the flag. That's it.
There you go. All right. Shout out to Tony. Let's start off with you. LOL League Awards. All right. I mean, AB Abraham, I'm gonna let you take over this because you know the categories of even if there are categories.
I mean, if we're going the normal categories, you look at your.
Let's start off with the easy ones and then go.
Well,
up
I
to
mean,
the-
you got your MVP, you got your Defensive Player of the Year, you got your Most Improved Player. Agil, am I missing something like for the
Coach.
40?
Is there Coach of the Year?
I'm
or
saying,
no?
well,
No, that's it. Those three.
I think
that's
40 and
really-
over. Is it just those three?
No,
I mean,
no,
did they
there's one more.
squeeze
No,
a
no.
fourth?
There's
Is there
one
like
more.
a
Big
fourth?
Man of the Year.
Big man of the year.
They didn't. But that was the 30 and over. They've never
That's not
really
what I
had
got,
that in the
Tech.
40 and over.
There's big man of the year.
Alright,
That's
another
AB.
one. So let's start off with.
Fud's gonna be
what
playing
was it?
some.
Most improved defensive. Okay, so let's start off with. I think most improved is the more.
And then the ESPN assist of the year.
Okay.
And then the coaching from all aspects and spots in the gym
Yes.
award.
Yeah.
All right. Tony, who do you guys most improved player of the year in the LOL League
Hands
Easy comeback player.
or comeback? Whichever
Yeah,
the
I think it's
category
comeback,
is.
right?
The
Okay.
breakout, what they
Whatever.
do, it was the most improved for a second,
Yeah.
and then
They got tired of giving it to T-Mac?
Bro, they gave it to me one year, and I looked at them. I said, "You guys gave me the most improved player." I go, just like rename it, like that.
It
after
says
losing,
comeback.
after losing the champion, breakout, maybe breakout player of the year.
That's
That
not-
shit-
I don't
that-
think-
that-
breakout
I
player of
think
the year.
after they gave it to you, it was the who had come back from the shittiest season. I think that's what it was.
I mean,
Give
I
them
don't
that
know
noise,
what it
please.
was. All
Give
I'm
them that
saying
noise.
is like
Huh?
we're 40 and over. Give us our, don't play with our egos. Like go breakout player. So this year, breakout player of the year, Fahmy.
Easily, I'm at it.
Yeah, I think without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go two different categories. Breakout. Yeah, Muhammad had a great season this year, and Smiley on the same team. They played great for Cam's team because, you take Cam and T-Mac out, then the other two can kill you. You know what I mean? So if you don't
I got a
them, like-
name. I got a name, bro. I don't know why so much shade is on his name, bro. But Sonny played incredible this year.
But see,
I agree with
But
that.
see, I don't know if there's hate on his name. I'd put Sonny in the MVP race. Like I said, when he was on my team, like I said in the beginning of the season, and I'm going to stick to it. I'm not even going to disrespect Sonny by putting him out there as a breakout player of the year award. Sonny's play this year put him up in, I would say, the MVP race because you can't name me a third guy in the MVP race.
With all due respect to Muhammad, Sonny took over games. If Muhammad was a product of the system,
Yeah.
there's a big
And
difference,
Smiley.
guys.
And Smiley.
But here's
You know what I'm
another
saying?
thing
Big difference.
we're kind of overlooking. Fahmy had a great season this year.
That's my vote, by the way.
Wallah, I'm serious. Fahmy.
No.
Fahmy.
Thank you.
Fahmy.
Thank you.
Wallah. Last year he was hurt. He's a little timid. He was coming off an injury, and this year he was shooting more.
Oh, it'd be a lot more aggressive, yeah.
Man, way
Attacking
more
the
aggressive.
basket.
Hey, when we played him,
Old
I'm
school
like, okay,
time.
let Fahmy drive a little bit more because, or step back a little. He won't shoot, or he doesn't like to shoot. This year he torched us, man.
Tony, Moti said you're giving it to Tony.
Yeah, as
That's
far
my
as far as a comeback player of the year, I think Fahmy, Fudd made some great points. I didn't watch none of the games
I
this year.
disagree.
I do too.
But I think it's Fahmy because of the, saying the fact that, he's stepping up. He's being more of a scorer. He's on a drive to the hole. He's creating plays for his team. But that's where it ends this week. You know what I'm saying? Like all that hype and stuff, it ends this week. You know what I'm saying? Because I said it. Because I said it last week. But
Last week.
Fahmy wants to be like an MVP type dude. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
I'm a product of a system.
Like that right there. I could just look at I could see on the look on his face, like
comeback player.
you disrespect.
No.
Comeback player.
I'm a
Yo. But he's the
I'm a
MVP
product
of his
system.
team.
I'm a product of a
And I
system.
agree because
know?
MVP is not the best player
Exactly,
in the league.
exactly.
He's not the most scoring in the league, the most
careful, you're
dominant.
gonna get someone to call in and
MVPs,
say-
if you take a player out of a team, they will probably not win a game, not play right, whatever.
Most valuable
Fahmy-
player
Yo,
is a
yo,
great candidate
there's
for
a
that.
player that I think we talked about him before. But to me, doesn't get enough credit. It's Fat as Suck Off to me. Does so much little things for a team
Fat is a smart
that does
player,
not
I
show
agree.
up on the stat sheet.
Yeah,
sure.
He's a very important player. But Fattest needs a superstar though. He needs a superstar to be successful.
Absolutely.
And that's okay. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But in Fattest's little system of basketball, he needs a superstar and he will thrive. and do all the little things. You know, but one more thing about Sonny though.
Fadas makes listen. Fadas
He's got a
makes it easy.
superstar. He's got Cam.
I know. I'm saying he needs that.
in the league.
He needs a
Fadas
Bosh.
makes it easy
He needs a
for-
Cam.
for
And then
them.
you'll see how important
You
Fadas is on
understand
a team.
what I'm saying?
Of course.
When you're
You know,
that
Fadas is
guy,
done.
when you're that guy, and you're the scorer, you know, you're the guy that the go-to guy, and you're guy trying to put together that team, and you need that one guy you're looking for that's going to help elevate your game as being the star. I mean, ask the guy who's sitting next to me. He's had this guy on his team for multiple seasons, and there's a reason why, even if he doesn't get an opportunity to draft him, he'll trade for him because he wants him as a big piece to his success.
Don't use
Yeah,
that
no
T word. It's awkward in here right now.
It
Don't
is.
use that
Team?
T word.
Team?
Trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't use that T word right now. All right.
about Sonny real quick here. Sonny was having an MVP year. He was the go-to guy on that team. AB is right. You know, he would have been the third
I agree.
in the MVP race if he stayed on that team. But what hurt him was the trade, to be honest with you. Now he went from an
hurt him-
MVP.
No, I'm gonna say this on the record. What hurt him is he answered his phone. So whoever was calling him and getting in his head about him not getting the ball enough or whatever it might have been, complaining about something that could have elevated his game, they beat Sonny. That's what happened. You know, we talked about this at the beginning of the season. I want this to be recorded and passed off to him and whoever needs to be passed off to. You shouldn't have answered the damn phone. You were having an amazing season. Your team had your back. We didn't care what you did. We didn't care when you got teed up. We didn't care when you missed a big shot. We didn't care when you forced something down. We didn't care. We had your back. We told you. We told you what it was. I mean,
Sonny, look, man, and Sonny was playing at MVP level, and it was just one of those things where, you know, it's Wednesday, it's one day a week, man. Sometimes people just want to go have fun. You know, maybe he wasn't having as much fun as he, you know, wanted to, and he was just like, "Hey, man, you know what? You know, I want to enjoy myself." Sometimes when you hear this guy in your ear, you hear this guy in your ear, you know, like sometimes it just doesn't.
Let me tell you
doesn't
something.
click.
Let me tell you something. All right, I want to get this off my
I
chest
think
because I'm
you're
playing.
so
Sonny.
I mean, and maybe
I'm playing
he
Sonny
thought
in
you guys were
fantasy.
playing us in the second round, so he's like, you know what?
Let's do the
Let
math.
me try to get ahead.
You're right. He rather plays Cam. Right?
So Sonny's a great guy. All right, Sonny's a great guy. Shout out to Sonny. He's probably, you know, his team decides to go off on me every single time he plays against me in fantasy.
oh yeah, I see that. Right. What's he got,
But
120?
you know, yeah, already.
Brock Bowers
Every single
went
one
off.
of his players blew up. Like that's
Chan
played so
blew
far.
up,
All of
yeah.
them. But going back to this situation, you know, I was not mad, but very disappointed that he asked for a trade. It's like Kevin Durant asking for a trade in the middle of the season in OKC.
but hold on.
While Golden State was the team to beat. Like,
Oh.
you can't ask for a trade
But
in
he
the
did-
middle of the season. It was already bad. Kevin Durant asked for a trade after the season was over, even though OKC was the second best team in the league. He asked for a trade in the middle of the season.
Let me.
In my
Like, and
opinion,
that's
that
something you don't
puts an
ever do
asterisk
that.
on-
Yeah,
on
but
your
hold on.
season.
Let me.
You don't
stop,
ever do
stop,
that.
Stop. I gotta stick up for the guy. As much as he's mad
just-
at me, so
Again,
like,
disappointed. I'm not mad at you.
No. Let me,
Disappointed,
guys,
Sonny.
let me
And a
start.
great
No,
guy,
no,
too.
guys. Okay. So, on the record, Sonny never officially asked for a trade. Sonny had rambling. Sonny's talked. Sonny was speaking about how he was upset with some things that were happening. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. But Sonny never officially came and asked for the trade. The trade was made more on Faris Malahi's part and Nader and Fujo. Like, they had a big falling out after the scrimmage play. When you guys played Agil with you brought Nader.
Yeah. That was Bosh's
Audi.
fault. That's
No,
Bosh's
It is
fault.
Bosh's fault. Always Bosh's fault.
You guys, listen.
I got invited to it.
No.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
they had
It's your
a
fault,
fallout.
Bosh went
Hey.
there with the
fault. You
vengeance
ruined that
saying that
team.
I'm going to break
Ah,
your team
you ruined
apart.
that team, Bosh.
You guys just don't listen to what comes. You guys really don't hear the words that come out of my mouth, do you? You really
Hey.
don't. I said they had a fallout right after they had a scrimmage game
Against Bosh.
When Fadula's here, I said Bosh was there. I said Bosh
What in
was
the
there.
world? This
Who
tea is
said-
great,
Who said
bud.
Bosh said anything? Did anything? Anyhow, Faris Malahi's the one that called up. Fujo did some
Research.
and some phone calls were made. So
He called Bosh for his opinion.
I ain't gonna put I ain't gonna put Sonny out there saying that Sonny came out officially and requested a trade, but I mean might as well have with all
The
the
rumblings.
with
All
all
right.
the rumblings.
Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
All right, most improved. We said, you know, we had a couple Muammar's, Tonys, and
I can't believe you guys are trying to take this away. Trying to take this away from
You know who
Ahmad,
played-
man.
No way.
You know who played well
I
this
mean,
year?
he's probably going to win.
I disagree.
Abe Deleu played well this year.
Yeah.
Defensive
Defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year. Look,
Don't give
man,
it to Cal.
Why not?
Don't give it to
Because
Cal.
what's he
Cal-
done?
It's Cal. Stop.
What's he
Cal?
done?
Stop, man.
Tell me what he's done. Besides the fact that he's always been, and no disrespect.
Tony Stopper?
No disrespect to my boy Cal. No disrespect. That's my guy.
well, that's where we're
But really, what? I mean,
Listen, man.
Everybody
Year in
goes
and
off.
year out, it's always the same people.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
Cal.
can you not give it to Cal?
Ali,
Who are you giving it to?
It's T Mac.
Wallah.
It's Beatty.
It's okay.
That's exactly my 4 candidates.
Cal, Ali, T-Mac, and Beatty.
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
Y'all
AB,
missing
Cal,
somebody.
Ali, T-Mac, and Beatty. Who you got?
I'm telling you.
And Hank, my
I'm
teammate.
gonna tell you. After Wednesday, everybody's minds will be changed on who the defensive player is.
Choo.
Let's just put it that
Facts.
way.
Wednesday.
Facts.
I get no love.
Ab-
Right?
Abraham?
I hold Sufi to
Hell
3
no.
points in game 1. Right?
Yo.
I've had nobody score double digits on me all year long.
I'm gonna have
I was
to
a
touch
block.
that.
I was
I
a
agree
blocks
with that.
leader.
I agree with
I was
that.
a blocks
All right.
leader for
100%.
half. I was a blocks leader for half this year.
Hey.
Come on now.
You
And
know
I'm not
what?
one to
Hey,
advocate
hey,
for
you know what?
myself.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
I'm not one to
I'll tell you what,
advocate for
VP.
myself.
I'll tell
Stop.
you what.
I'm not one to advocate for myself.
I'll wait to vote till after Wednesday. How about that?
Okay, because
Billy
when I-
Buckets is coming for your
I
head.
hope.
Straight up.
The big ticket.
All
The
I'm
big
saying-
ticket, baby.
I'm not
The
one-
offense will be ran
Listen,
through the
hey,
big
he
ticket.
might win it after
Every
Wednesday.
play, he's taking every single shot. I told everybody on my team,
I'm
if you
being
take
real.
one shot, your ass is sitting on the bench.
Wow.
All shots are going through Billy Buckets.
Wow.
I don't care if he takes 50.
Hey,
Wow.
Hey,
And I accept that challenge.
He's not that type of
Okay.
player. What are you
All right.
talking about?
But I accept that challenge.
listen, it's gonna
If
be.
you got to
fun.
shoot it
What
from
time's
half
the game?
court,
What
he's
time's the
shooting it
game?
from half court.
What time's the game?
there you go. We'll take
Probably
that.
7 o'clock,
That's not-
7:30, something like
Bosh, who you
that.
guys?
take
Defense
his
player of the
three.
year.
No, real talk though. I did see AB ball out this year defensively, fronting guys, applying pressure on guys. You know, the last game against Mo Mary, he got into early foul trouble, but he did his thing and contained them and got the win, man. That's all that
And
matters.
he had 0 points in the second half, and he had about 10 touches
know?
trying to get that 5th foul on me. He got an offensive foul. He had a travel on the pool chair. Listen, I'm just saying. I'm
Hey,
not
by the
one-
way,
I'm not
nobody's
one to
saying this
toot my
guy's
own
not a
horn.
defensive player.
I'm really
We'll
not.
speak for you.
I
big
swear.
dog.
No, I'm not,
Nobody's
here, I'm not
saying.
here to toot my own
Don't worry,
horn. I'm
don't
just
worry,
saying.
man.
But like, it is getting old. You got
All right,
Cal.
the
Cal's a guy.
fifth candidate.
Listen, you had Beatty. You
Top
had
5.
Beatty.
No, Beatty
played
did not.
himself
It's the
over-
truth.
This,
Beatty
this,
did.
Yeah, I
this
don't think
season
it's
wasn't his season.
BD,
I don't think it's
Okay,
Tim
who you
either.
got?
BD didn't have a good year this year.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to advertise for AB, but I swear, yeah, numbers don't lie. You know, AB has been holding guys down, you know, all the especially the so-called bigs of the league, right? You know, he's the best defender on all the bigs. But I'm going to add somebody else, you know, to that category too. Now, let's talk about Faris Madahi, right?
Yeah, he's a
All
dog.
Oh, yeah. You
Let
know
me,
what?
Yeah,
let me
he's
tell you something about
100%.
Faris Madahi.
Faris Madahi
Gets
too.
put on the best player on the other team.
I
And what does the best player on the other team to have? He has the worst game of the year. All right, under 10 points type stuff. You know, the teams expect their best scorer to lead them and you know in scoring, and Faris Madahi is holding them under his average. You know, under 10 points. To me, that's great.
impressive, yeah.
It's very impressive.
He's
you
been
know what I'm saying.
climbs. He's
so,
been climbs, man.
so if you want to talk about the final 3, you know what I'm saying, I'll go Kel, AB, and Faris. To me.
I agree. What's a fair
I
assessment?
can't argue that.
All right, respect.
That's fair.
There we
I
go.
couldn't argue that. Fat is up there too.
We know we can't argue.
You and him are tied for 5th.
Why do you have Billy Buckets as an MVP, Tony?
It's very easy, man. The numbers speak for themselves.
Are you saying this
He's
because
up
you're
there in
still on the
rebounding.
same team as him, and you got
No.
a big game coming up this Wednesday?
I would have said that the same year he played, on their team. Billy Buckets is a very changed man from when we played. When I drafted him, I discovered him, by the way, 4 years ago.
That's not that long ago, Tony.
Okay, bro, he's a different player.
3 years ago.
Whatever, he's a different player.
You guys go to the championship?
He,
that year?
what that year?
No, everybody got hurt.
I got hurt,
Oh, you got hurt.
and then Billy got hurt.
So then,
That's right.
What?
When times got
True.
tough.
But yeah, man. I mean,
tough-
numbers.
Tough went wrong.
So you really
He
got
is-
Billy
he
Buckets
is,
as MVP?
Look, man. Are we taking Cam out the picture or no?
We can't.
We can do a 2-part
Okay.
question.
You can't take him out the
All
picture.
right.
Cam in
I
the
mean,
picture.
he's in the
Cam out
league.
picture.
There's no question.
There's an argument.
Cam's the best player in
There
the
you
league.
go.
Yeah,
Very
but-
easy.
All right, so who would win the MVP if it wasn't Cam? How about that?
100% it'd be Billy Buckets.
Fudd, do you
No
agree?
question.
it's hard for me to agree with that because, like I said, he's a candidate for MVP, in my opinion. You take him off that team, I don't think they win much. Who's gonna get him the ball? Who's gonna get Billy the ball?
Another first rounder.
Who?
You could. That team is. Listen, that team is solid.
Who's gonna get
you
Billy
put
the ball?
You put Fudd in for me. I swear it's the same offense.
I can get him the ball.
Yeah, same offense.
I
You
won't
put
score
Fudd.
like you.
If you flip teams It's the same offense. He needs another point guard in there. That team, alhamdulillah, is
Okay,
built.
we're not
built
arguing.
solid. You got Mookie running down the lane.
We're
You
not
better watch
arguing
out for that.
We're arguing
Got him.
who's going to give him the ball now if you're not playing. You get
On that
hurt,
team,
God
I mean,
forbid.
Abe Delu's a good.
Who's faster?
He's run.
Abe
Hey,
is
hey,
the ball
Abe
man. I
Delu's
forgot
a
he was on
bring
the
the ball
team.
up.
who's faster, Tone? Malahir or AG? Stop playing.
Listen,
Stop playing.
Listen.
AG.
Stop playing.
AG's
Without a doubt.
way faster.
All right.
Without a doubt.
He's out.
Moti,
He's out the game.
Moti, let him talk.
close.
Let him-
Guys,
He's out the game. Who else
You
you
don't have
got?
to deal with anybody else. The offense is revolving around Billy.
Buckets.
Exactly.
Okay, come on, guys. So much
Listen,
more stuff I
okay,
want to do.
so,
All right,
so
you're right,
listen,
right, right.
statistically, if you look at where Billy finished, I think even keeping Cam in the race, I mean, obviously everybody, Cam is Cam. But statistically, you look at Billy's numbers this year, Billy's top in every category.
Yeah.
He's top 1 to 3 with, he's tops in rebounds, tops in blocks. He's
Points.
What is he? Is he top in points?
I don't
think
know.
he's 2 or 3.
I mean, you said top.
Yeah, but I
think it's
mean,
2 or
he's top
3.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Field goal percentage, free throw percentage. Like Billy's done his thing this year, and I think that I'm gonna go off of what Agil said one time on the chat, on the fantasy chat. It was like, hey man, the Cam thing's getting old, right? Cam for MVP is old. Let's figure something. I'll go for Billy. I think Billy.
Let me ask you guys this
I think
question.
we're overlooking Fujo too, man.
No, man,
Fujo had a
Fujo.
great season.
So, would you guys be okay with
shooting
people
percentage.
voting for someone else to win the award, even though there's a clear favorite
No.
that has winning it and I've been winning it, like for instance, Cal Jahmi or Camel? Would you guys be okay with another person winning it, even though, kind of like the LeBron James kind of thing, or Kobe Bryant when he got robbed?
I
by
mean, it
Steve
just
Nash?
depends on how serious are we taking this league.
I think they
I'm
shouldn't
just
look
saying,
at
I mean, really
points and
comes down to-
stats. They should look at who's a real MVP.
That's a good-
Candidates.
Yeah.
That's what, I'm
Good
not saying
point.
like you're just voting for a random. I'm saying like you got 3 people. You obviously have a clear favorite,
I mean-
but you give it to the second best.
I mean, your clear
person out.
favorite's
I mean,
going to be Cam. Look what he did with this team. Look at everybody playing the way they're playing. We're talking about Smileys and Muhammad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
we're
let's,
talking
guys,
about
let's not
the little
discount the
things.
rest of their team. They have a solid team.
They have a great
Cam
team.
has a
I
very,
think it's a
very
system.
good team,
I
bro.
think it's a system.
He got. Again, we talk about Faddis, we talk about T-Mac, we talk about Khad Aidarus. To me, was a huge loss.
Huge
for them.
Oh,
Deal.
yeah, yeah,
Steal
yeah.
the draft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was a
Huge
huge
loss.
loss
Steal
for
the
them.
draft.
What
Because
happened?
it's that
Did you hear?
piece.
Got
Yeah,
hurt.
ACL.
He killed us.
Hey,
man.
I always had an issue with the voting system in this league. Every year there's always
Nobody
that-
votes.
No, and not only that, every year there's that one category where you're like, what? How the hell he win?
Because-
To me, there was a better,
Because you guys at the den. It's the Hamtramck guys.
Man, I always
You guys-
voted honestly,
Stop.
honestly.
You guys vote for you guys stick together, and that's what I love about
A, lo-
Hamtramck.
a lot of
You
them pick
guys
with their
talk about
heart.
who
They don't
you
pick
go
with their
in.
Absolutely.
with their brain.
Listen,
Absolutely.
last season.
I don't think
last season. Or
I think
2
some
seasons-
guys don't understand basketball sometimes.
How many
I ain't
guys
gonna
in the
lie.
league? How many guys? In the
What
league?
about 50?
Yeah.
60 something.
Okay, so I don't know if it was last season or 2 seasons ago, according to some committee members, there was 13, 14 total votes out of the 50, 60 guys. These guys, that's another thing. These guys don't vote. So let me say this in front of a committee member.
Oh, that's low.
If the, yeah, no bullshit. Again, they told
low.
me flat out like 14, 16 people voted, and a lot of the same people.
It's above my pay grade.
I say this: if you guys notice that the players we didn't vote as a whole and we didn't get more than 50% of the players to vote, then you guys go and take into consideration on the final vote on who it is, and not just say, "Hey, bro, I'm giving this guy this award because the 16 guys or the 12 guys from Hamtramck voted for him."
So
Because I'll give it to
See,
you.
No,
Hamtramck.
no,
That-
no, no,
that's
we
the-
vote.
that's
We
the
vote in
key.
him,
That's
We
the
do
key.
vote.
That is the key. That is the
Exactly.
key.
I'm not putting it down. I'm
If
saying-
they're voting
No, you're
for
right, you're right about
Hamtramck
that.
guy,
I didn't know that, I didn't know
turn
that.
the
You
other
guys
cheek.
control the narrative with these awards.
I didn't
You
know
guys
that,
just
honestly.
vote like
I didn't
a
know
huge
that.
swing.
Bosh,
There's a
go ahead,
Hamtramck.
Bosh.
in the 18 and over,
I didn't know that.
the committee puts it on the captains to get their teammates to vote, and then the committee will constantly hassle the captains. Hey, this guy didn't vote. This guy, make them vote. If they don't,
That's
eventually
real.
don't vote, they'll literally tell them, "Hey, bro, you might not play next year," because they take that very serious. You know?
Tony is a legend and should be in the MVP category. Who said that? Take a guess. You got
I would say, damn, I don't know what he goes.
Sean
it's
Bradley.
Mo.
Sean Bradley said it.
No.
okay. You got 2 more guesses.
The Fahmi
But you
guy.
need to do
Buckets?
buckets. Okay,
No.
one more.
The Fahmi guy.
Mookie.
Good guesses. JJ.
Wow.
JJ, shout out JJ.
The guy that gave you
Who you
your
got as
first
MVP, Bosh?
championship,
You know
man.
what?
Listen, man, I got a dark horse, and obviously you guys always go with the right names, but for real, man, like I've watched Billy Buckets for the last 2 years, deadass, where he sat out a year in the 40 and over, a season, came back, improved, worked on his game during the summer, and I worked with him. We scrimmaged together. We went to LA Fitness together against some big dogs, and he didn't back down. Then he joined the 30 and over and did great things. Then he joined the 18 and over and did great things, and he's constantly improving every single season. And he got a swagger and a confidence to him now where, honest to God, I'm going to say, watch out. He's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
He really is.
Yeah.
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 So shout out Billy.
I came in last Wednesday, as a coach Eddie's team. And I walked in the gym, and when I walk into a room, I always like to look around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Bosh is absolutely right about Billy Buckets. I seen a different side of him. He's sitting in his chair in the corner, calm, relaxed, watching the game. Usually he's up talking and clowning. I feel like he had anxiety. To me, he looked like he didn't have any anxiety.
Focused.
He's very focused, right?
He's locked in, man.
And with that being said, Omar, he's having a career year.
Yes.
I always told Buckets, I said, with your body and size, you should put up 20 and 15 every single year.
Every game.
And he's close to that this year.
Yeah.
All right? So he's coming in a strong second.
Pause.
Pause.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
But Cam is the clear favorite. I don't care if it's, you guys are tired of, hearing Cam's name. You got to give the guy the MVP because you could talk about stats, you could talk about record, you could talk about importance to a team. He's all three.
All right.
No, for sure.
Cam's the GOAT.
Kudos to these guys. I'm just going to end it off with a couple of comments because we're going to shift it off to fantasy football for the rest of the day, or just NFL/fantasy football, because we got a lot of topics to cover, even saucing in some college. So I'm going to wait off on your questions yet because we're going to talk about it right after the ad break. AB for committee said Billy Buckets. He's trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to soften me up. I know what he's trying to do.
Bosh
All right.
and Fudd, mashallah, what a lineup. I know.
He just thinks you're going to have enough time after Wednesday.
Dang. I just realized there's 6 of us. I was going to say if this was a lineup, I had this be good, but then it's going to be messed up. One of us coming off the bench. AB, we'll lock down Billy Buckets.
Jeffrey, man, appreciate you.
Yes.
It's the same Jeffrey who wants to play Tony one-on-one?
Yes.
Okay, Jeffrey,
Hey,
I appreciate you, man.
2 stupid decisions in 1.
AB should be the defensive player of the year, said JJ. And then Jimmy says, stop. Jeffrey, AB isn't as young as he has a... Whoa, pause. I ain't about to read that now.
Pause.
It's good you stop yourself.
Jimmy.
He has a big load, he said.
Wow. Who said that? Jamil.
Hey.
No Diddy. No
Jamil,
Diddy right
Jamil
after.
who likes to put his hands up and say, see how much.
Shout out to BMI Towing,
Jam
best of the
Jam.
best.
It's my
Good luck
boy.
to everybody. Big games this Wednesday, 7 and 8 o'clock. Don't know which games are first, but 7 and 8 o'clock. Salina,
guess we're
be there this
early 'cause
Wednesday.
Cam will
Should
need
be
the late
great. We're
game.
talking football. We're talking fantasy right after this ad break. Shout out to BMI.
You or someone you know just got into a car accident? Call BMI. Your car is stuck in the snow? Call BMI. Your car just ran out of gas in the middle of the highway? Then call BMI. BMI Towing is the best towing and road service company around. They have workers on the clock 24/7, 365 days in the year. Their location is in Oak Park, Michigan, and their number is 313-460-3222. If you are looking for the best of the best road service around, then call BMI Towing.
All right, we are officially
Dead ass.
back. So let's start off with
Keeping
the
it
fantasy
real.
question as I pour some tea that is made by, shout out to Fudd Naji, our guest, always bringing gifts for us. We appreciate him.
Let us play.
Some say that's why we bring him back every single week is because he brings
Let us
this
play.
amazing stuff. All right, so first question is...
Abac
Yes,
Ishwin.
sir. Yeah, there's a lot. My bad. I didn't know y'all wanted some. I was over there getting greedy with it. Hey, love the jersey, Umar. Again, I wore this because I lost the bet to Michigan State, but I'm going to honor the bet by wearing it after a big win. You know what I'm saying? Because, we ain't scared. We ain't going to dodge no bets. Javonte Williams versus Browns Monday night or Gus Edwards versus Atlanta? Oh, signed the guy who beat Tony.
Wow.
Take a guess who is that?
I don't know who that is. It could be one of many.
Okay, but I think you know who it is.
I do know who it is.
Can you admit that you know who it is and say the
Listen,
person's
man.
name?
All I'll say is there was collusion before the game, and some trades were made that were let go through very prematurely.
Don't talk about collusion next to Fud Naji. Right?
All right, and that's all
I
I'll
was
say
gonna
to
comment,
it.
but I'm like,
But if he's going between those two, Gus Edwards.
Are you looking about the boom? Because don't do it.
I got
Don't
6
do
guys
it.
already.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Tony.
who's the other guy? Gus Edwards?
Javonte Williams Monday against
No, Gus.
Denver or Gus
Against the Browns.
versus
Gus with Dobbins out, man. He's one of my booms.
Bang. Let's go.
AB, Gus or Javonte?
It's a tough matchup. Browns defense. I mean, I'm gonna go with Gus.
Gus Bus.
Bus.
Boss.
I'll get a cheap touchdown.
Going Gus.
Gus. All right, well, I'm just going to let you guys right now. Big mistake by everybody. Kamani Vidal. All right, watch out for him. He's one of my boom Phillies. Yeah, Gus Edwards is going to get those 2-yard goal line carries. PPR guy, Kamani Vidal. You like J.K. Dobbins? That's another.
Because you picked him up on the waivers.
Who's my
throwing it
first-
out there.
who's my
I
first
see you.
boom?
I was watching him. I was watching him
Kamani
all year.
Vidal.
I was waiting for this.
My first boom.
Yep.
Kamani Vidal,
Yep.
there you go. He's going to get the receptions. You know what I'm saying? Because none of those guys can catch Edwards or
Yeah, he can
Haskins.
catch the ball.
So next up, oh my bad, I'm over here reading that. All right, but there you go. So we got Rico saying bucket. Shout out to Rico. Rico, first time commenting because he's in first place, or else he wouldn't be
Hey,
commenting.
best team in the league.
Best team in the league,
First place in what?
champions.
Stop, man. First of all, he's tied. Guys, we already know if you're tied for first place, if you have a 7-game winning streak, if you came from the depths of the basement all the way to the top, you are the best team, not just the hottest team.
Is he in the other league?
Yeah, he's in another league. Shout out to
Okay.
Rico. All right, air horn right quick. Let's go ahead and start off with this one. Nader put this in the chat. I was like, you know what? This is actually a decent question. All right, so I'm gonna start off with you, Moti. Should planting flags at opposing home stadiums be banned with all the fights that happened yesterday?
Guys, man, listen. You guys might think it's a homer question. I mean, a homer answer, right? This has been happening for a long time, and I'll be honest with you, I'm okay with it, man. You know, I'm also okay with Ohio State defending their field too. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with both things happening yesterday. I'm not okay with the fight though. You know,
Okay,
the
but
fighting.
don't you expect an escalation to get to that point
course.
if you are okay with
Yeah.
it? Because
I mean, pushing and shoving, I'm okay with, which normally happens. But the swinging, the pepper spraying,
Hey,
you
you,
know what I'm
can't,
saying?
you can't have both.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't
Bro,
happen
teams
without
meet up.
running the flag.
You know what I'm saying? They talk stuff to each other. Some pushing happen. That happens in the NFL too.
okay, Moti, you're the
But-
athletic director of one of those schools. Do you still want that to happen?
This is a rivalry game. It is the game. They call it the game for a reason.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
I agree,
it being
but-
the game, one of the probably the biggest upsets in the rivalry game ever, right?
Okay.
That is the biggest.
Yo,
1954.
Yo,
Hey, so how about we
I
do
would
this?
be okay with my team. Actually, I mean, if I was one of the players, I'm probably the dude grabbing the flag too and running to the
That's
to
what
the
I'm
middle of the
saying.
field.
So why would they
Yo,
do this?
it's an
Why-
emotional
why
game,
would they do
guys.
this?
Do you guys know who snatched the flag from the Ohio State people?
The number 30.
Randall L. No,
Jason
Jason
Avant.
Avant from the Eagles. Yeah, that was dope.
Jason Avant.
Oh, he's
That
a
was
commentator.
him.
He's a commentator.
Jason, remember when Ohio State grabbed the flag and then it was
Oh,
like
oh,
a
he
person,
got it back.
the person that snatched
Oh,
the
oh,
flag.
I
out of
thought
them.
rolling
Yeah,
it up.
he's on the play-by-play for
Yes.
That was Jason
the
Avant.
I
sideline
thought you were
reporter.
asking who
Yes.
grabbed it.
No,
the
no,
Ohio
no.
State
I'm talking
player.
about the person who
Hey, by
snatched
the
it
way,
from-
you know what they should do for these rivalry games? All right, winner gets to plant the flag. Instead of the Paul
Heck
Bunyan.
no, nobody's gonna be
Why
okay
not?
with that.
Why not?
Nobody's gonna
That's
be
so.
okay
Listen,
with
that's
that.
so disrespectful.
Yeah, it
man.
I'm
is.
saying
That is
you're
so-
gonna,
It
you're
is.
gonna
It
do
is.
it.
It's
This
disrespectful.
way, both teams know what to expect.
So you're gonna agree to that?
Bro, suppose
what?
As
we put the
As
flag
the
on the
AD,
moon,
if
right?
both teams agree to it, that's part of our tradition.
No,
Yeah,
it's
great.
disrespectful to
That's
me.
so disrespectful.
What's disrespectful?
Moti,
Plant the
Bosch.
flag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Bosch,
That's
would you
terrible.
be okay with?
I agree. I don't
mean,
think it
Bro,
should
we
planting
owned
the
you
flag
for that game.
Be allowed.
It's my field now.
I'm okay with it, man. Listen, at the end of the day, it's all about wins and losses. You lose, accept it, man. Move on. Why are you going to be a sourpuss about it?
So do you think that Ohio State was supposed to just allow them to plant the flag?
Listen, if somebody respectfully beats me and they're planting the flag, I want to have a front row seat to it and just watch
okay.
it.
Ohio State let them plant the flag.
Hey, listen, I'm not
shoulda-
gonna lie
you
to
shoulda
you.
took care of business.
I believe him because this guy right here, he dishes it out and he takes it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like
Pause.
it's always
Pause.
been like that. I didn't want to
Listen.
say it. I was trying to find other
he
words.
He did. He started.
Well,
Let me
Obviously
tell you.
did,
Let me
though.
say something real quick, guys. Listen, this is the only reason why I think it's a bad idea to plant the flag. We're after this game is a great game. Michigan had a great game. Instead of talking about how good they played defensively, everything, whatever,
They're talking about
we're
this
more
melee,
talking
yeah.
about this whole fight. Like,
No, I agree.
if you don't plant the flag, and we're talking about the flag. What do we? What's this discussion about?
Listen.
not about Michigan winning.
Listen,
It's about the flag
I'm
planting.
gonna separate this because it seems like here and here feel disrespectful, and Agil and myself, we were kind of like, I have no problem with the flag. If you beat me, if you took care of business on my home court, for this moment, it's yours. Bam.
No.
Listen,
No.
AB.
Nah.
Listen,
But
AB.
I'm
all about it.
You
I'm all about
celebrate.
sportsmanship.
You want to bring confetti. You
Bro,
want to bring out the chains.
I'm bringing the
You
flag.
want to bring the shades.
Bro, I'm bringing the
Do
flag,
all
and
of that.
I'm Baker Mayfield in it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be the guy.
Hey,
I'm a- hey,
Hey,
I'm
he
a-
ain't just bringing the flag. He bringing the cake and he's putting it in the car.
Wow.
Hey, I've seen. Hey,
3
guys.
days before the game, Tony, huh?
I've seen some disrespectful
Hey,
things
guys,
happen for far less in the LOL league than that yesterday. So relax.
100%.
Don't act like y'all okay with that.
100%.
Y'all not okay with it. Trust me.
What?
Y'all not okay. To me, planting a flag is disrespectful.
It
Straight up.
is.
Stop me. You know, if you don't want me to plant the
Oh,
flag,
listen.
stop me, beat me.
But hold on.
Pause.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now.
Yeah.
I'm good with.
I'm against the flag.
No, I'm not. I'm good with.
I am against the
By
flag
the way,
planting,
I'm gonna
just so
be,
you know.
I'm gonna be putting out my Venmo.
I'm saying if
I'm
you're
not.
gonna
Venmo,
do
my
it,
Zelle.
make it a tradition where
I'm
hey, this is
accepting money.
expectation.
Anybody
That
want to
makes
see
sense.
Tony without
That way-
without a headband on Wednesday?
That way
Just,
nobody's fighting
send me
about
some money.
Yo, I
Send
tell
me some
my
money.
kids all the time, right?
Hey, be dirty, bro.
Hey,
Send
hey.
me
No
some
good.
money.
No good. I
It
ain't
will
driving
be
to
on-
the
it
lane.
will be on film.
Hakeem said $500 for any photo of
Oh,
Tony without
Hakeem,
whatever.
for sure.
Hakeem Juice Box.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Hakeem
$500
Juice
on
Box.
his head.
Hey, I get
that collection gonna go high.
I get the kids in the neighborhood sometimes come in my backyard and they play basketball with my kids, right? My kids, especially kids these days, I'm like, they like to taunt other kids.
Oh, yeah.
They like to make fun of other kids. It's like
It's okay
It's a
now
thing,
on
right?
TV. It's okay.
So
It's terrible.
So when they make a bucket now, they're dancing, they're
Yeah,
doing the
it's
little
real, it's
gritty
real.
and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they're putting it on the. I be telling them all the time, especially after like a win or something. I tell them, yo, you know what's the worst thing to do to a loser? Shake his hand and walk away. He's hurting
Yeah,
already.
exactly.
He's hurting. He lost.
Yeah.
All right. And the fact that you being you know what I'm saying, a bigger
Okay.
man about it, he's gonna be hurting inside
Okay.
more than you taunting
You're
him.
right. You're right. To two strangers. Who's your biggest rival?
Hey, listen.
Who's your biggest rival,
I
Moti?
live on Drexel.
Who's your biggest rival, Moti?
He's about to
And
answer
how
right
do
now,
you
hold on.
and how do you act when you win?
Hey, I never acted different versus Dearborn.
I'm not asking
Never.
that. I'm asking who's your
Can I
biggest-
ask-
Never.
can I ask-
Even in
I took my
fairness,
L's
even
and I
in-
took my
listen,
wins, shake
but even
hands,
in-
walk away.
Okay, but even
That's
in
always
fairness,
been like that.
On your W's, you've never.
Absolutely not.
And
Oh,
no. He don't do it. He does it on the ride home. You're the zero. That's right.
are you talking about when I was a kid?
No, I'm just talking about just in general. Man.
Now?
Like
When I was a kid.
who's your biggest rival? Like whether you're playing your brother Omar in fantasy or you
No,
go
that's
up,
different.
Or you go up against.
no.
I don't talk in fantasy. I don't talk in fantasy no
Yeah,
more.
I'm just saying, just in general, man. Everybody's got a competitive side.
No,
I know
no,
what you're
no,
saying. I agree.
Listen,
he
but
talks,
Amy, can I
he
ask you
talks.
this?
Yeah.
I used to
At the
talk.
end,
Yeah,
the next day, when you
I don't
wake
talk.
up,
About, okay, we're talking
there's
about
a
20
part
year
of you
old kid.
regret going off like that. Tell the truth. Like,
Guys.
at the moment, we all do it. We
Well,
have done
that's
before.
what I'm.
The next day, though,
that's
when
the
you
whole
wake
point.
up,
No, absolutely.
when you wake up, do you regret it a
Maybe
little
you
bit?
become,
Hey.
you come to your senses and you think to yourself, well, especially if it costs something. Yeah, you know, maybe I didn't have to.
Yeah.
But in the moment, man, I listen, man.
It's all right. I mean, it's a
said,
debate.
We're
It's a
talking about
debate.
20-year-old,
Yeah,
young adults,
I
man.
mean,
I mean,
yeah,
let's be
that's-
real,
That's
bro.
the thing. When
Listen,
I
I
think
lie.
about stuff like that, I think way deeper.
Yeah,
Pause.
for sure.
I think about like what's going to happen after the fight. Okay, let's say these guys are playing for playoffs. They might get that player that
Oh, yeah,
threw a punch in the net,
suspended,
suspended.
yeah.
That's what I think about the most. I'm like,
Why
are you doing this? Now you're going to get suspended for the playoffs. Your team's gonna get
that's
lost.
my point.
That's so
I think
selfish.
that's a two-part answer.
Just let them plant the flag and use
Nah.
it as bulletin board material.
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't.
they
No, no,
play
no,
them
no,
back
no.
I
in
wouldn't
the
let them put the
tradition,
flag.
Listen,
that.
two things.
Fahmy
As
said.
an AD, I don't ever want my players planting a flag, or obviously I want nobody planting a flag on my field.
Yeah, man.
Period. As an AD, because there's so much ramifications that could come into it. As a fan, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's probably one of the funnest things to watch in all those sports.
Pretty
Because
dope.
it happened in Florida State, Florida last night.
Dude, it was like 4 games. What are you
happens
talking
all the
about?
time, yeah.
UNC,
Florida State,
NC
yeah.
State.
NC State.
I think it's rivalry week. That's
Yeah, it was
why.
rivalry week. It happened to 4 different games yesterday. So I ain't gonna lie to you. As a fan, you'd be sitting there like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
well, you
I-
should have.
And then you look
Well,
at it.
you should have
As an
played
AD,
better and
you look at
defended
it-
your home.
I
Should
was
have
at-
played better and defended your home field.
Okay, here's an example. I was at the Dearborn Fortson game. My wife's nephew plays there.
a flag was a problem in that
the
situation.
flag got planted. A
Yeah,
huge
Dearborn
fight
flag.
broke out. My nephew was my wife's nephew was in the middle of the thing, and I had to go down on the field, take
So
him
you
up.
were that
so he don't
guy
get hurt.
swinging at the man.
Oh yeah, you know what? You know,
Put it on him, man.
we're trying to figure out who it was. We're trying to figure out who it was.
Nah, don't
listen.
tell us who it is.
No, listen. The whole point is, if you're a parent looking down and seeing this, like,
No, for sure.
you go crazy, man.
Guys, it's
You
rivalry
can't control
games.
them,
guys
guys.
swinging
There's
their
young
helmet.
kids, man.
Hey.
There's young adults, man. You can't control them.
All
Just do away with it.
A lot of comments.
Or
Want to
make
read
it a
them off, and
tradition.
we're gonna keep it going with the air horns. All right. So we got Cam's team 1. Without him, he can't be MVP. Said Billy Buckets. I wonder who's he vouching for.
Interesting.
So
That's a good-
Mashallah,
great
Fahmy
point.
and Diallo is going to be a problem. Said Jamil. Rico corrected you to 8-game win streak, not a 7-game win streak.
Very
by the way,
true.
the
Sorry,
neighbors
Rico.
know my name. Good luck today. I think you got this. Don't start with me, Sonny. Also, Fahmy, no one should plant any flags. Bunch of nonsense, and I can't believe AB is agreeing. Typical of AB. AB is
Listen, after
occupying
I
his
talk,
seat, shaking
after
my
I
head.
listen,
Who
after
said
I
that? Who
talked,
said
time
that?
out.
Yeah, he
after
did.
I talked
He came in
about,
late. He came in
after
late.
I talked about Sonny being an MVP, don't disrespect him on the breakout player. Stuck up for him on the whole trade thing. Sonny, I know it's AB. It's the AB effect. I have it on
stop,
you.
bro.
I have it on Billy. I will have it on Fahmy.
If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping,
Out of
AB.
here, bro.
OSU is lucky Michigan didn't go BTA on them. You have to look up BTA. I'm not hip with BTA stuff or these acronyms.
Beat that.
But to wait, beat. Oh, belt. Belt
Oh.
to
Ooh,
belt
belt
to.
ass.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
to
I ain't looked at. I mean, I don't know. Moti's 2-13 in fantasy. Why would he talk? Said Sonny.
2-13.
Yeah.
Don't
Wrong
worry
guy.
about it. Moti.
Is it a
Wrong guy.
violation to bench your players or
It's
start
Sonny.
your bench instead of starters for playoff seeding? Asking for a friend. That's actually a great question.
That is a great question.
So now, let's say you're clinched, okay? Seriously, scenario. Put in the air horn. This is another air horn, all right? This is another argument, I guess. You're clinched, Bosh. You're in. I'm gonna say, let's say you're playing against a guy who also clinched. How about that? Let's not even say it's playing against a guy who's not in yet, because I think that will walk, whatever call a gray line. So let's say you're in. You're playing against a guy who's also in, but you're looking at seedings. Is it okay for you to just not play your players so that you can get seeding?
No.
I don't think so, man.
Oh, my bad.
You play to win. At all costs, man. You always play to win.
Yeah, but
And
that's part of it.
That's what I'm
regardless,
saying.
regardless of seeding or not, it's not me versus Moti or AB on the court, on the real court, where it actually can matter. It's fantasy, bro. Anything can happen, man.
I know, but you. I mean, sometimes
If you're
matchups are better than what I'm saying. Like I know. It's
Yeah, what if
fantasy.
you don't want to face another team?
Yeah.
Because, all right, yeah, they're the fourth
Yeah, but
seed.
you don't bunch
They're
your,
the
you
one
don't
seed.
bunch your, no, you don't bunch your players and not put a lineup in. My question would be right back to you, and I'd ask Agil like what his thoughts are. So, as a commissioner, let me ask you this: as a commissioner, do you step in and set that lineup?
No.
Because for,
I don't-
For
I
the
don't- I wouldn't.
integrity,
I wouldn't.
For the integrity
If
of the
both
league, though.
teams-
I wouldn't.
clinched,
If both
I
teams
wouldn't.
clinched, I wouldn't. Like he
Yeah,
said.
yeah, remember, both
That's what I
teams
said.
have clinched.
Both teams already have clinched. Now it's just seeding.
But honestly, but then you're like making it pick and choosy, right? Oh, he started this guy didn't start this guy. Like then you're
Are you-
determining who does what. I had a guy the other day didn't have a running back, started that sincere guy from the Raiders. We thought he's throwing in the towel. He ended up having a 7-point game, 8-point
Yeah.
game. You know what I'm saying? And he had nothing better on his bench. So it's like you don't know what someone's thinking, man. It's just hard.
Are you talking
know?
about like making individual starts or literally not playing, like not playing?
No,
the
no, no,
entire
no. He's
roster?
saying you put in your random bench guys.
Bro, how about not
Both
playing
teams,
a player?
guys.
How about not playing a player?
Both teams have clinched.
I don't think that should be
changes the
allowed.
scenario.
That's what I'm saying.
ever.
I'm talking. That's what I'm trying to say.
Always got to have a
And
lineup.
I'm talking.
But
about
how you gonna? Okay, you can put a lineup. No. Let's say you put a lineup.
Integrity of the league, man.
Why though? What do you mean integrity of the league? Like at the end of the day, both teams are in. Guys.
Because if people are seeing that with playoff contenders, then what makes a guy even last
You're opening
place?
the door,
Hold
bro.
on, a guy
What
in
is gonna
last place
change
stop
though?
playing.
Both teams
Wait, isn't
have
that, isn't that
clinched.
So
when you make playoffs, aren't there buys? Don't you get a buy for first place, or whatever?
No.
There's no buys.
Okay,
No.
hold on.
No, no,
hold
no,
on.
it's
Hold
one
on.
through eight.
No. I got something
Oh,
even better.
eight teams
How about
make
this?
it.
How about this? I got one even better.
Have some pride.
I'm in
man.
last
Get
place
first
in that
place.
one league. You and I did that trade, okay? Let's say you're fighting for that playoff spot, right? And I just decide the guy that you're going up against, I decide I don't want to play my guys because I'm in last place.
That's a
No,
different
he
situation.
said he said both teams played.
No,
But what I'm
that's
saying,
different.
This is what I
Listen.
mean by the integrity of the league, Habibi.
But that-
Regardless of
I know,
if
but
it's
that's a
too
different
clinching.
situation though, because that person didn't clinch yet, and then it's
All I'm saying is you're cool with it.
Then
until it
where
happens
do you
to
draw the line? You gotta. I think you
cool with it
always
until it
gotta
happens to you, I'm
start
telling
somebody, plug somebody.
I
in.
agree with what they said. I'm a bad commissioner.
Moti, what would you do?
Yeah, man, this question comes up every year. And I'm a commissioner in one of the leagues, and I absolutely would not allow this ever. I argue with guys all the time about this. You talk about integrity. I'm 100% about integrity of the league. I don't care if you clinch, not clinch. Put your full, starters in there. That guy gets a regular game. I go as far as warning the guy. If he does it again, he's
blatant.
He's out of my league.
We're talking blatant.
You know?
Omar, if a guy's got a
It is blatant.
If a guy's got a hunch, and like for example, I had
The hunch is different.
I'm saying
Hunch
I
is
had
different.
Keenan Allen set. I'm not going to start him over Metcalf, Devontae,
Right.
and Jalen Hurts for an example. You know what I'm saying? He's
That
set.
is not your team.
It
Hey.
is his team.
It is my team.
Listen.
Yeah, it is my team.
Hey,
And
just to
I-
go
I-
back-
I can't win. I lose on Monday nights. But my point is, like, if I would have made a start there where I sat somebody because I thought of a bad matchup, like that one player, that one spot, you can't come at me and say, "Hey, man, I sat somebody on purpose."
Like sitting CD Lamb.
Okay, let me ask you guys this question.
It's a judgment.
That's a different situation too, sitting CD Lamb. So let me give you a scenario, right? Let's say, again, facing somebody that's already in the playoffs. I'm down 2 points, and I have one player left on Monday night, and I sit him.
You're down 2 points.
I'm down
Yeah.
2
So
points.
you took the loss
Yes,
on
he
purpose.
took the loss.
Yes.
That's integrity. I still believe I would
100%.
never-
I
no.
absolutely agree.
Listen, I'm
don't agree with
like
that.
Moti said, I'm a commissioner in 2 leagues. If the playoffs start and I'm in a consolation ladder, I'm starting players just to get points, try to beat that player. That I'm
100%.
playing.
I play like that too.
That's exactly-
I play like that too.
Very.
Hey, I got.
Seeding matters, guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
Like,
once you go
from a seating
Hey,
standpoint.
go
Not
ask.
in fantasy.
Go ask Kel Jeremy about seeding.
We don't control.
All
We don't.
Go ask him about seeding.
Yeah, we don't
That's a fact.
control.
He lost on purpose to play us. BTA.
Ooh.
BTA.
Ahmad, let me ask you a question. Right? Okay, so in the NBA, right? Seeding is a real thing. I'm second, third, fourth,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, those guys are on the
Last
floor
game of the
playing.
year, right? And they can determine the
Yeah.
outcome. You
Yeah.
think the coach tells the players, "Hey, everyone just chill,"
No, but
I
he
think
puts
they
in.
do
He
that.
plays more minutes for the
Yes,
bench.
I think
than
they
the
do
starter.
that.
anticipating a loss?
I think they do that.
hold on.
I think they
I don't
do
think that. I don't think
swear,
that.
I think
Yeah.
they do.
But
I don't
they
think
do.
that's
I think
true.
they do.
I don't think that's
I think
true.
It'll never come out.
pro
You
league does
play
that.
to win.
Yeah,
You play to win.
Yeah, but we're
Absolutely.
talking about where we're actually playing to fantasy.
Dallas
You can't-
did that, guys.
You can't
I'm telling
control.
you, I-
Michigan
fantasy,
is 2 top guys sat out. You telling me Michigan intended to lose that game?
No, no,
Man,
no,
it-
no, no,
Okay,
no,
then.
Play their
Okay,
butts
then.
off. Play their
Thank
butts
you.
off, man.
Thank you.
I think we're
Straight up.
I think we're-
Hey,
I think
I
we're
got
thinking
more
about
respect for
doing that.
Sharon more now.
Penn State was thinking about doing that.
Hey,
Doing what?
Losing so they don't have to play in a Big
Did
Ten
they?
championship so they could get the bye. They thought they was talking the news about that.
What do you mean get the
I
buy?
think
They were
professional
supposed
sports
to
are
get the buy.
different when you're getting paid.
yeah, it's
No,
different.
no,
I mean,
no,
it's
you
a
can't.
debate.
Only the
Air horn,
conference champion
Yusuf.
gets a bye.
Let's keep
No.
it rolling.
Everybody plays the first week. Only conference
I
champions
think
get
no
the
team
buy.
looks like
Four conference
more.
champions.
Straight up.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it rolling, guys.
His beard is weird.
Bosh, this is your
It is
favorite
weird.
topic, favorite question, favorite cousin from Delaware, Salt.
Salt.
How worried should the Detroit Lions be of the Philadelphia Eagles?
They should definitely be concerned, man. They're rocking. They are rocking. Saquon's driving that team. They're going. Obviously, they lost Graham on the defensive side. Heart and soul of that team.
Yeah,
But
Michigan
honestly,
player.
I don't think really anybody's gonna get in their way. I think they're so mentally locked in that I think the NFL needs to be on alert. I
What are you
mean,
talking
this
about?
is this is this is
Yeah,
this
he's
is-
talking about the Lions.
This is looking like a Patriots/Steelers franchise now, where it's a plug and play. I don't think there's a guy other than Jared Goff that I can confidently say if we lose him, we're going to lose every game.
Yeah, I agree. I keep
true.
saying Jared
Hey,
Goff. We got to protect him.
Honest to God,
We gotta
you
protect
know,
Guy giving a speech. We should have had some music with it.
Sign Daniel Jones.
I mean,
think-
we'll
I
add
was
on to that.
begging. I was
Maybe.
praying for
Yeah.
Daniel Jones. I was praying for Daniel Jones. honestly, because I really feel like Hendon Hooker ain't it. He's not
I know,
there
but
yet.
Ryan Tannehill's still available. So worst case scenario, trust me, Detroit will make a move if they need to.
Yeah,
they've
like
been
I
doing.
like I love that Quan Alexander pick.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
that was huge. You know, you get a guy from a proven system, the Niners, the Steelers. He's a plug and
And we
play
got a
guy.
defensive lineman that's good
Even
Yeah,
too.
veteran. A
even
veteran
David
guy, too.
Long. David Long was a starter on Miami Dolphins.
A captain.
Love
A
David
captain.
Long. Love David
Pause.
Long.
No, David
He's a
Long.
baller, bro.
No, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His
Yeah.
name kind of has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Abraham, should we be worried?
It'd be worse if it was a Richard Long.
No, I think we're strong against the run. I think Saquon is good. I think he's very good. Obviously, one of the top backs. I think he entered himself into the MVP talk just based off of his production thus far. But I mean, we're great against the run. Maybe a little sus right now until injuries and we get healthy in the secondary. But I really don't. I don't think their defense with their defensive line. But listen, man, we played some good defenses this year. I think that the Eagles are doing what they're supposed to do against that NFC East. Mm-hmm. And, kudos to them for putting it back together and putting some wins. But Salt, no.
Hey, we have a huge 5-game stretch, big games. I think every game is going to be rough. I think the Lions, as long as we go 3-2, I know people are saying, as long as we go 3-2, Eagles lose today, then hopefully they lose one more in their last 5 games. We'll be all right. We get that 1 seed, inshallah. Huge 5-game stretch for Detroit. Should we be worried about the Eagles? Should the Lions, because I don't want to say we. Should the Lions be worried about
Can't
the
say we
Philadelphia
for everybody.
Eagles?
Listen. They're literally the same exact team. The two best offensive lines in the league. Okay, they got, in my opinion,
The 2 best running games.
two best running game by far. I was gonna say 2 best running backs, but it's hard for me to say that. But anyways, their receivers are very similar. I think the only edge the Eagles have is their quarterback can stretch a play out, and that's it. I don't think he's a better quarterback than Goff. I don't care for
Yeah,
Goff.
but
but I think
Goff is more efficient.
Goff is a better pocket passer by far. So I think it's going to come down to that. Whoever doesn't have any turnovers or less turnovers, I think that's who wins the game, man.
Or who's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we need that 1 seed.
I agree. I think the
they
home
play each
team
other?
is for sure.
No.
they don't
No,
play-
but
I thought you guys were in the
if we meet in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
The Eagles will
Okay.
lose
Yeah.
today to the second bird team.
They got to worry about.
They will. Baltimore Ravens are going to beat Philly today.
They're gonna beat them.
I think
It's in
so,
Baltimore,
too.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
they're going to win.
Yeah, I think Ravens are going to
It's
win.
in
They lost to
Maryland.
the Falcons. They're gonna lose to the Ravens.
Yeah.
I got a question.
They're just not that.
Birds on birds crime.
Was that
Yeah.
was that real? That whole Jameer Gibbs did a TikTok video
Yes, he
with
did.
the plays in
That
the
is
back?
all true.
That is real.
Oh wow!
That's sad.
How do we feel about that?
I was going to talk about that.
Just
but
change the name. That's it.
No, I ain't
Not
going to lie,
only that, I
change the
think
name,
they have
but
enough
they were
plays
so
to-
very specific with those plays. It's kind of messed up. I ain't going to lie, as an offensive coordinator, I'll probably be mad as heck. I was thinking about that all night, man. I was sitting there. I was like, man, imagine he has to now change.
The well is deep,
So,
my
I
boy.
know,
Just the name. Just the name. Yeah, I'm gonna change the name.
Or it could be a setup.
That's why the whole social-
What if those
No,
plays
they
are
asked
not
Dan
real?
Campbell, and he was actually, you could tell he was confused.
That's what I'm
He was like,
trying
what
to
are you
say.
talking about?
He left right
He
after
was
that
like-
question.
Yeah, he left right after that question, by the way. Like, he was mad.
What I'm saying is, what if
Yeah.
Gibbs did that and they're not real plays, or they're
No, they were real plays. That's what he's trying to tell you.
I'm saying, what if they're not going to run those plays? They just want them to.
Well, now they're out.
No, it was pass protection.
It was some
it was-
very specific plays.
It was certain single calls, the names that they had for things that, yeah, exactly. Very
Just switch the
specific.
name.
Well, I know, and I get that, but like, this, them young kids, this
Exactly, you
This,
switch the
this
name.
wouldn't have happened 20 years ago when cell phones and cameras and shit
Yeah.
like TikTok.
What was the
and
question,
dances,
though? I don't know what
Jackson
was the question
Mahomes.
anymore.
Eagles?
Yeah,
Shout
are
out
you worried?
Sonny.
I know you were worried about the
I
Eagles.
told y'all from day one, man. Eagles are the only team in the NFC that I was really kind of worried
I
about.
thought you said the Atlanta Falcons.
No.
You sure? You didn't say that Atlanta Falcons?
I did
Come on,
not.
man. Keep it
Are
rolling.
you back?
I said the Eagles, guys. From
No,
day
I
one, I
hear
said the
you, but-
Eagles. No,
Hold
from
on,
day
come
one,
on.
I said the Eagles.
I mean, I know.
We got clips.
Hey, Salt,
Yeah,
Eagles
yeah.
suck.
He did
I said the
say-
Eagles, the 49ers. I mean, there's
No, you
there's a lot of
didn't.
teams
No,
that we
you
got
talked a lot about the Atlanta Falcons. You ain't
Don't
saying
count
on
bananas out,
offense
bro.
for fantasy. Point is this, man. I think that as long as we can get healthy on the defensive line and we put pressure on the quarterback, Jalen Hurts is gonna fold.
Moti,
It's funny that
Hey, by the way, Devontae Smith is the key to that offense outside of the running game. Not A.J. Brown. I think we could do a better job on A.J. Brown than we can on my man.
as annoying as Cousin Salt is, he's actually, Eagles are relevant. So whatever he says is kind of true. You know what I'm saying? Like, he puts facts out there that are kind of true because the Eagles are a threat. you know. And I think the NFC Championship game will be the Lions and the Eagles. Eagles are that, you know, good in my opinion. But I think the Lions will get healthy in time for playoffs.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
To me, the funniest thing about Salt is when he dogs PFF when they have the Lions players rated high, and then as soon as Eagles players are put in there
The
on
PFF rankings
he
mean
starts to throw those.
But that's
in.
That's who he is, though. That's
And
No,
that's
no, no.
it.
He actually
Yeah,
said,
about
"Who is
everything.
PFF? What does that even mean?"
Yeah.
He's a diehard, man. You can't get upset with. I mean, sometimes diehard.
He has a brother,
Yeah,
too.
but it's
delusional.
delusional.
You know?
Alright,
I mean,
listen.
there are times where it's the funniest thing to me was he was talking all that smack about that day when the 49ers lost and they were going up against the Falcons, talking about, hey, we whooping them, sit your ass, all this.
But
and,
you know
hey, and then they blow it the way they blew it. That boy disappeared.
But it's gonna
Talk
Philly,
about
Philly lost
blackout.
power.
Yeah,
with
man.
everybody that's a diehard of a team and their team's
Not like that.
always.
Nah.
Not like
Hold
that,
on,
bro.
hold on. Let me
Bored.
finish. A team that's
Pause.
not that's not as successful as we want them to be as the fans. You're gonna one day wake up and just realize, like, man, it's okay. It's okay when they lose.
dude.
It's okay not to expect the world of them.
Before the NBA season,
And
he was
you know-
talking about Sixers.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard
won-
about the Sixers for 3 weeks. I knew there was something wrong.
They got 4 wins.
He said, he said he was talking about Red October. Lasted 3 days, and then we didn't hear nothing about it. It's funny, man.
It
The
is.
guy's
It's
a
Saul.
character.
It's Saul.
Yeah,
and
they
that-
beat-
that's
yeah,
what
and
it
it's
is.
kidding too.
They
But
beat the
We're
Pistons
from Red
yesterday.
October to Dead October.
They beat
Oh
the
my
Pistons.
God.
He put it
Yeah.
on there. I thanked them. I said, yeah, Mabruk.
hey,
Yeah.
so
it's
listen,
fun.
I'm gonna read off some stuff that we are not gonna retaliate on because we don't got time.
I don't
to.
got time for
Black
that.
flagging?
So first of all,
Sonny
can
and
people
Jamil.
who are eliminated still grab players? Yes, until the regular season is
the
over
crew's
because you
coming
want to
after
play
the
for
full
winning
force and-
and it can mess it up. But to me, once the playoffs is over, I'm locking all the teams
Yeah.
in the leagues that we're in. If you did not make the playoffs, Calvin Ridley or Cortland Sutton standard. Ridley or Sutton standard. Denver Broncos are playing against Cleveland. Tennessee's playing against. It's a good matchup. Washington. Standard. So you got Calvin Ridley against Washington, Sutton against
Son.
Sutton.
He's the hot hand.
Yeah, go high hand, son.
Sutton.
Hot
Yeah.
hand.
All right, we're all with Sutton. Fujo, tell AB cut the lies. I had nothing to do with the Sunny and Fattest trade. If you're gonna represent, it's not a Hamtramck podcast. This is a podcast for the community. But that's what he said. Keep your lies in Dearborn. So Fujo's throwing shots.
Shout out
Old
Fujo.
cities and whatever.
Fujo, when I got
following
more
a big
time,
find
I'll
out.
tell the full story.
Okay, there we go. I got one more, and this is the last air horn we're going to do, Yusuf, and that is Rookie of the Year. Bo Nix has emerged and now is the favorites, according to
Wow.
Las Vegas.
Based
Versus
off of
Jaden Daniels.
based off of recent play and recent success. Right now, Bo Nix is up there with Vegas.
So I'm gonna let you answer. Who you got right now, AB? If you had to pick, Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels?
I'm still sticking with Jaden Daniels as of right this moment. As of this moment, week that we're in, they're both at 7-5, right?
Yep.
They're both at 7-5. They're both positioned for the number 6 seed, 7th seed.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the number 7th seed in their respective divisions. One's AFC, one's NFC. Washington might have a harder remaining. I think Denver should have had a big win. That blocked field goal against KC. Washington, obviously the Hail Mary against Chicago. Like, things have gone separate ways. I still don't think that Washington is letting Jaden Daniels play to his strengths right now. I don't think they've really unleashed him, you know? But yeah, I think it's going to be a tight race. I think it's going to be a 2-horse race between Jaden Daniels. I have Daniels.
You know what's crazy? So there was a stat about Cliff Kingsbury after Week 10. All right, and I didn't want to believe it.
He's not good.
He's terrible, not good. He's like 13-35 after
Pressure.
Week 10. All right, in his
Or
career.
he's
And he's the offensive coordinator.
he's
And
figured
think
it
about
out.
their
You know
offense.
what I'm
Yes,
trying
that's
to
what it
say?
is. And think
Figured
about
out.
their offense since Week 10. It's kind of just been, it has been the same. So I'm just throwing that out there. Moti, Bo Nix, or Jaden Daniels.
I'm loving how Bo Nix is playing, man.
He looks poised, man.
Yeah,
He looks
I
good.
was a fan of him when he came out to college last year. I think he was like the 5th quarterback select or something like that. But I'm still going with Daniels. I think Daniels in that division, it's a weaker division. I think they still have a couple of more division opponents versus Denver's division, which is a little tougher in my opinion.
I like Daniels, man. I feel like he's the guy. He's been the guy. I think he was obvious. I honestly think he was better than Caleb Williams out of the draft room.
Way
know.
better than Cam.
Daniels?
Yeah,
opinion.
real talk.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm Team Daniels all day.
What you got, Fudd?
The only reason I'm taking Knicks, let me tell you why. I think Daniels, once you figure out a running quarterback who's a lot more of a threat as running than he is, in the pocket.
No, that's wrong. McDaniels?
Yeah,
Daniels got a rocket arm.
he's got a great arm, but if you take away his run, I think Bo Nix is a better pocket passer.
Well,
in
you
my
take
opinion.
away his running stats, his ability to run.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. You take it away, you stack the box, and you make him beat you with his arm. I think Knicks will, and I think he's still hurt. To be honest with you,
Jaden?
Yeah, I think
I
he's
agree.
still hurt.
I think he is hurt too.
I think it's going to come down to who wins the most games. Whoever wins the most games, you give it to that quarterback because they're both competing. Who's the number 8 seed in the AFC?
In the AFC?
AFC, yeah.
Colts,
Oh, really? So they're probably
yeah,
locked in, huh?
Cincinnati. Like, is it,
Cincinnati's there.
Yeah.
Colts are
The
there.
only reason why I ask is because I thought Denver was gonna fall off,
yeah.
and man,
They really,
he's
they
definitely proven me
really
wrong.
have. Listen, Denver really has to pull a choke job to fall off of that 7th seed. Like
Yeah.
the other teams are just.
I agree.
Yeah, but in the NFC, it's Redskins. I mean, it's the Commanders.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
else?
but yeah,
No,
but,
no,
but,
no, no, no,
but
no,
everybody's there.
Huh?
No. A team that I really liked, I could see turning up is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have
So,
a
yeah,
very
really?
soft
So
schedule.
Tampa's
very soft.
there at 5 and 6.
And then,
Arizona's there
Yeah,
at 6 and
Arizona's there.
5.
Arizona's
AFC
there.
NFC West,
Yeah, and you
right?
got the NFC
Yeah,
West.
but so
Yeah.
the NFC,
Commanders
is
might
there.
pull the choke job. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Commanders might lose that spot.
Yeah, I can see them losing that spot
Denver's
because
more.
He had.
locked
He
in.
see the thing is about Jaden Daniels is that he has a stand out memorable play that he made that might just get him the Rookie of the Year.
Heisman moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Bo Nix is favorite, guys, and I'm not gonna lie to you. He looks very poised.
Yeah, he's nice.
I'm watching him play, and I'm like, dude, like
Older, mature.
Sean Payton got his guy.
especially
you know what
if
I'm
he has a
saying?
good game. Especially if he has a good game this week.
I love how the conversations about certain players
have changed.
over the weeks. You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
Because I
agree.
think I've brought up Bo Nix several different
I ain't
times.
gonna lie to you. That's the
Even
main
in
reason why
summer,
I said Jaden Daniels.
Even in the summer, and I just remember everybody kind of just looking
'cause
at
I
me
did
like
not wanna say
like
Bo
Nix over when I was talking about Caleb.
Yeah.
And everybody just kind of like, what? I'm like, okay, we'll just see how this season
The
plays
first time I
out.
was on the show this year, that's all I talked about was Bo Nix. He was one of my Boom Phillies.
There we go. All right, so let's use it. Let's run our
Which was 2
final
weeks
ad.
ago.
Shout out to
No,
Wing Fellas.
I
Let's
was
give a
on
shout out to
before
Wing
that.
Fellas, and then we're going to. I don't know what we're gonna do, to be honest. We're gonna break down these games as fast as we can and keep it rolling. Shout out to Wing Fellas.
Do you know what goes perfect with the big game or your favorite TV show? Some deliciously tender wings from Wingfellas. Wingfellas Restaurant is home to the best wings in Michigan. With over 20 different sauces and seasonings to choose from, you can make sure every wing order you make caters to your taste buds. They have 7 different locations in Michigan. They have a location in Dearborn, Southfield, Detroit, Belleville, Wyandotte, Flint, and Taylor. So no matter where you are at in the state, Wingfellas is your one-stop shop for some fall-off-the-bone wings. Also, be sure to visit them at their website at thewingfellas.com.
All right, here we go. We're gonna break down these games right quick, and then get our Boom Phillies ready, and then what you're looking forward to the most. So week 13 was no buys because we had 3 Thanksgiving, a Friday game, so they gave the NFL no buys. That's why you have like about 6 teams on bye next week, which is gonna suck for people that are fighting for playoff situations. So Colts, Patriots, Tony, Colts, who you got?
Jonathan Taylor, Alec Pierce.
Boom Philly, right? Do I got him as Boom Philly?
Yeah, you do.
I think I do. All right, New England.
You got Stevenson, and
Let's stop right there.
Yeah.
All right, Steelers, Bengals, Steelers. A.B. Abraham.
Najee, George Pickens,
That's about it.
for me right now, yeah.
Cincinnati.
Everybody, Burrow, Brown, Chase, Higgins.
Gesicki.
Nah.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Moti Chargers Falcons should be a great game. By the way, I'm looking forward to this Chargers Falcons game. Moti Chargers.
Chargers. I got Herbert for sure, and
Say it.
Good old lad.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because Yusuf's playing him, but I'm gonna say Led.
What about Gus the Bus?
I ain't got nah.
Yeah, I'm not starting Gus Bus until
Wow.
we watch what happens this week. I mean, unless you're desperate, some people might be.
Haskins
I have
been
no running backs.
vulturing
I gotta
those
start-
goal line
I gotta
touches.
start
I'm
Gus.
gonna go Falcons. You know, Kirk,
He's looking out
Drake,
for his boy.
Darnell,
Damn right.
Bijan. That's about on
It's good.
Pitts.
It's a good
No,
defense,
Pitts.
though.
That's about it. I mean, you kind of
Pitts
have to
is
start
pitiful.
Pitts. Seahawks and against the
Killed me all
Jets. Yeah,
season.
Seattle.
Nobody's been hotter than Jackson Smith.
and Jigaba.
And then you got to go with K9.
What about DK?
DK,
Big dog.
Gino,
Big dog.
Jackson
Alright.
Smith, man, took it over.
Yeah, but DK still okay. Go ahead.
Jets.
Let's go.
Who you got for the Jets?
DK is good.
Wilson and Hall.
Zach Wilson.
You're not starting Devontae Adams?
No, Garrett. Wilson.
Not
Adams?
Yeah,
Yeah. They're coming
He's
off
a throw-in.
They're
Man.
coming off a bye. Let's hope that
Has
they
he done
made
anything
some
this year?
changes.
Nah,
I
man.
mean,
Aaron Rodgers killed
He's
that
gotten a
shit.
lot
They
of
did.
late. He's gotten
I
a lot
swear.
of late.
Like garbage
yeah,
points,
garbage. Yeah,
yeah.
but he has.
There's a few things I've been wrong about, and that is also the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. That was a dumpster fire, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Texans, AB Texans.
Mixon, Stroud, Nico.
I'm this close to boom filling Nico Collins.
Hey, by
but
the
his
way,
pace
it's a
gets
good
26,
thing
27.
that, you know, the Jets are doing what they're doing.
Houston's defense.
Okay.
Hey,
Jaguars.
because Saleh's going to get another chance.
Solid.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a head coach. though.
Salah.
I don't know if I'm a head coach.
Jaguars, Evan Ingram, Brian Thomas. That's about it.
Yeah, because Trevor Lawrence is back, guys. Cardinals, Vikings, Moti, I'm going to give you Arizona.
Arizona, I got the tight end.
McBride.
The TE McBride.
McBride.
I got
Pause.
the running back
Connor.
Connor, and I got the quarterback.
Colin
Murray.
Murray. All right, Minnesota, you got to go Aaron Jones,
Call of
Justin
Duty?
Jefferson. Heck, I would even go Jordan Addison. He's been starting to turn up. And TJ Hawkinson and Sam Darnold, to be honest with you. I mean, you can't bench them. These guys, they've been hot. They've been rolling lately. Titans, Commanders, Tony Titans.
Titans, you're going to go Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard, and you know what? Another guy that's been hot? That Nakia Westbrook guy.
Nick Westbrook Akinye.
Yeah, he's had one.
That's
he's
what
had
I said.
that One long
No, 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 no.
touchdown.
That's what I meant.
He's been hot. He's been hot.
He has.
Commanders.
Commanders. I like Daniels. Obviously, Eckler's out, so Boom Philly McNichols.
It's not a
one-
bad one. It's not
that's
a
one
bad
of the
one, man.
good plays.
Buccaneers, Panthers, Bucks.
The Bucks. Mike Evans. We're going Bucky and White. We're going both of them. I think both the running backs because he's who he's dumping off to.
Hey, a player I like next year is Bucky Irving, man.
yeah,
I want him.
Kate Otten.
Again,
Pause.
if he stops dumping off to some of these running backs, Kate Allen should have a big game too. So, and Baker, yeah.
Panthers, they've been playing pretty decent, man.
Shuba.
Let me ask you this question: Is Brent as I was gonna say Brian? What the heck is his name, man? I forgot his name. The quarterback, Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Is he NFL quarterback? Are you playing with Bryce Young next year if you're Carolina?
100%.
Okay. There you go. That answers that question.
He can only
I
get
think so,
better.
too.
All right, we got a
they're
quick
playing
fantasy
good.
question. Quentin Johnson or Darnell Mooney? It's the Cuzzo kidding, by the way. He's going to hold this against you for the rest of his life if you get this wrong, by the way. I'm
Darnell.
going to throw this one let you know.
Shout out to the cousin Ketty, man.
Darnell, I mean, you got to start Darnell Mooney.
After last week's debacle with Quentin Johnston,
I was watching every
I
single
would
snap.
never, ever start him again.
He killed me. I think he's gonna have a good game.
I think he's going to have a good game this week, too.
I think
he's gonna have a really good
He's going to
game
have a
this
good
week.
game this week, man.
Not one catch. Not one.
5 targets too. That's the craziest.
He dropped.
The
He
balls
was
are in his
dropping.
hand.
Bro, my God, man.
Balls are in his hands.
Wallah,
Hey,
at one
pause.
point,
I said it once,
bro,
and I didn't
I swear to
realize
God,
it.
man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. As an NFL receiver,
Yeah,
you
I-
have that kind of a game.
I was going crazy. The one he dropped wide open. Oh my God.
Telling the guys are human, man.
What drops?
Stop, man.
What bothers you more?
5. It
What
was
bothers
5
you more?
of them.
Real quick,
5
real quick.
drops.
Just you, Tony. What bothers you more? An NFL receiver dropping a pass or an NBA player can't hit a free throw?
Dropping a pass.
Yeah, dropping a pass.
Dropping the pass.
Especially-
I would have said
especially
layup.
wide
Layup is like tough.
Especially
Yeah.
Free
wide open.
throws.
No, dropping a
Free
pass. Hey,
throw.
catch the
Yeah,
ball,
bro.
my guy.
Bro,
You
that's
get
what you get paid to
millions
do.
of dollars.
It's a mental
to shoot
thing.
All right, so
500
hold on.
free throws
So
in
shooting a
rhythm.
free throw, you could be a defensive stalwart.
Yeah, I was going to say, or you could be
But
Shaq.
as an NFL wide receiver, what else do you do?
You got one job.
That's a
Catch
fact.
the ball.
Saints and Rams. Moti, I'll give you the Rams.
Rams, I got Cup. I got Puka Nakua, Stafford, and I got Kyron Williams.
Saints, got to go Kamara, Taysom Hill. That's it. Kamara and Taysom Hill. That's about it. I mean, those are the for sure starts. You want to get greedy with Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, you could go ahead and do that. Eagles, Ravens, game of the week. Before we even say who to start, who you got winning this game?
Salt's definitely winning this game.
Yes.
Yeah,
He can't lose.
He can't lose.
He's
a fan
rooting for
of both
both teams.
Both jerseys ready.
Hey,
He's back to selfie with
Yo.
both jerseys
Yes.
on.
Oh, 100%.
Some point of the game.
Damn, that's
Some
what
point
I
of the
should've
game.
100%. He's putting on both jerseys.
I should have had my Ed Reed.
Yeah, I got the
Should've
Ravens.
brought my
They're playing at Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Ravens. Field goal.
I got the Ravens.
Me too. I got 27-24 Ravens.
Yeah, King Henry and the Ravens.
By the way, I think both running backs are going to go off, by the way.
Big time.
I think both running backs.
24-21 Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Ravens too.
Dang. It's never good when you do a clean sweep of a Raven of a team. It usually happens the opposite. All
Well,
right.
you know, a lot of us are
Wait.
talking because we want the Eagles to lose.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
for
sure.
because
Yeah,
of
that
how
too.
close they are.
That's true.
Baltimore. Who you got?
Henry.
King Henry.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to believe everything that Salt's saying. Even though I watched the game last week with Kenyon Mitchell, and
No, he's
my
good.
man, he was on. I'm not saying he's not good, but he was on Robinson and Atwell Tutu the whole time, and I'm watching it. Specifically, I'm watching where he is. And
'Cause
then
you did not
I
want
get
Cup to catch the ball.
no, and then I get freaking Salt
did
sending me, hey, he held Nakua and Cup to this much. I'm like, you know what, man? It's classic, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. They hit big time on both picks, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, big time.
I was watching
Cooper
Cooper
DeJean,
DeJean. He was
100%.
low-key giving
Bro,
a couple hard
100%.
time.
100%.
So who you got for Philly?
Saquon, I got.
Arthur
Smith is
Juan.
out. Devontae Smith. I mean, I think he's officially
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
think-
out.
Okay,
I think
and then AJ Brown,
Arthur Juan.
and then if
Arthur Juan,
Smith
yeah.
is out, then Goddard should have a good game.
All right, AB Abraham, you guys got the Sunday night game, which is it was a blizzard. I think they're cleaning it up now. You got Buffalo against San Francisco. Who you got for San Fran?
It's still going to be some snow. I mean, I'm going McCaffrey.
And that's it. Brock Purdy's back. Brock Purdy is back.
It depends. Listen, I mean, again, it just depends on how long it's going to snow, and I get it. It's the night game, so. But I mean, if we get some conditions, and they're going to have to run the ball. I mean, he might throw a little bit, but for big fantasy relevancy, I'm McCaffrey, and then I mean Debo, and then Kittle. Yeah.
Guys, you guys are forgetting who is the number one receiver on that team, and that's Juwan Jennings.
And I
It's no
understand
longer
that,
Deebo
but I'm just
Samuel.
trying to tell you, if
I
it's
agree.
cold,
I got
and
Jennings
the temperatures are
starting
low,
over Debo in
that
our
ball,
Especially Brock Purdy.
that ball's gonna be
Really?
like a rock,
Yeah.
bro. Like they're not
In
gonna
this
come
weather?
out. They're not gonna come out and throw like that.
Guys, Debo Samuel, there's something going on. I don't know.
I
but
got
he's not
listen.
the same.
I got Purdy in almost every league. I'm not playing him. There's no way, man.
Yeah.
They're still expecting 30 inches of snow.
Buffalo.
So,
Your boy James Cook.
by game time.
James Cook, Josh Allen,
Really?
Shakir.
Yeah, Kincaid is out. Is Cooper playing?
Yeah.
You're not gonna start him?
Cooper,
No.
man.
You gotta take the weather conditions.
I know.
Come on, we're the
I know.
fantasy guys.
I know. We do. I'm just throwing it out there.
No,
You're
but I
not
mean,
gonna bench Cooper.
well, no.
Good question.
Yeah, absolutely,
Hey, but
you
Cooper,
bench him.
no, absolutely. What do you mean? He makes contested catches
In the snow?
like as much as anybody else.
I'm
I
benching.
actually
He's
like-
not just a deep route runner, guys. He's a
I
great route runner.
understand that, but we're
Great,
talking
great,
about weather.
great,
Yeah,
great
but they
route.
have
We're talking about
Shakir
weather
doing
that's
the
gonna
inside.
keep them
Yeah,
down.
I'm
James
saying
Cook
they can
and
move him around.
You got two other running backs that can run the ball. You think they're
We're
going to pass a
talking
lot?
No,
weather
I'm
with
not saying
Josh
that.
Allen keeping,
I'm not
and
saying
if they
that.
have to dump off a short pass or whatever to convert, then
Allen's going to eat
And
today.
not only that, the Niners are hurt.
Josh Allen's going to eat
Yeah, I
today.
think-
I think
Niners
he
are
is
hurt on defense too, so
Yeah, I think-
that's another thing.
Monday night Browns Broncos. Moti Browns. Who you got?
Browns, man. I'm messing with what's the quarterback's name, man?
Winston.
I like
I'm
that.
messing with Winston. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Pause.
against Denver.
Hey, it's
All
no
right.
question. Hey, it's no coincidence he gave you the Browns before the Wednesday game.
Fat. Oh, explain.
Explain it. Yeah.
After.
Can we?
All right, I got Chubb.
No, he can't.
Hey, I got Chubb.
Pause.
Chubb?
Yeah.
Chubby.
You never heard of it?
I never heard
All
of
right.
it.
Well, don't say it again.
All right, I got David.
Njoku.
First name
All right,
basis.
Jerry
Long?
Judy. Jerry Judy said he's going to go off on his old team. Do you see that happen?
Oh yeah, yep.
Boom.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, I think
Who's
they're
on
taking
him?
it personal.
Surtain?
Yeah, I think.
Put Surtain on him?
I mean, Cedric Tillman is out.
He's locking him down then.
And who, AB?
Boom on Jerry
I
Jeudy.
think Denver's
Revenge
going to take
game.
it.
Yeah,
I think
against
Denver
Denver.
is not going to let Jerry Judy go off.
I don't think
100%.
Denver's going to let any of them go off. I think Jameis. Denver's
I'm
got an
hoping- I hope-
amazing
Denver's defense
I'm
is
not gonna
solid,
lie, I'm
guys.
hoping because Dave has Njoku and Jerry Jr. Just throwing that out there. Broncos for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll stay away from the running backs right now until somebody proves wise. But if
But
you
I
have to,
thought
Javonte Williams.
I thought Javonte was like he was good. He was the starter.
Yeah.
I thought Javonte was the guy, right?
Go with Cortland Sutton. Go with Bo Nix.
You know what, man?
And Denver's
You know what's
defense.
crazy?
All right?
Anytime I make a take, it's
So-
always, you know what I'm saying?
It's not the take. We're talking about
you know
a
what I'm
trade.
saying? But
We're talking about
there's a lot, so much that's been said here
for 10
by
days,
everybody else.
For 10 days, I was greeted every morning that I woke up with a text
by Javante
by Javonte.
No. It was just good morning text.
asking me how
Checking in
good
on her.
morning and checking in.
and Caleb.
You know, and talking about
The
a long
Caleb
list
one
of-
is gonna come out at the end of the year.
A
You know, in our league, to piggyback on what you're talking about, in our league, they had the two best teams that didn't win, man. Them two,
Who did?
Bosch and AB. Their teams were great starting out.
Yeah.
They should have
No,
been way better.
and hold on, you're not in my other league, man.
no, our league. I'm talking about.
No,
our
I
league.
know, but there's two of them, right? So there's one there I'm right there to making the playoffs. So I got Jalen. The one that I have Jaden Daniels and the one that I kept losing every Monday night, like I'm literally in last place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to make things worse, I tried to help my roster out, set Jaden Reed after I got
and you traded away
yeah for
we're probably- we're probably going off topic.
Javonte.
Javante
We're
Williams.
probably going off topic, but that's where the mistake happened with the commissioner. The the same guy in both leagues should never happen like that.
No, it's
Should've
gonna
gone
happen
more
because it's the fantasy guys.
We're
The fantasy guys are gonna be in
we're
both leagues.
represented.
Yeah,
We're in all
yeah,
the we're
they're
in both leagues.
The
What if
half
one
the
guy
league-
wins both leagues?
That's gonna happen, big dog.
Congratulations.
Hey, that's happening. And
Isn't
come
that what's his
that
name?
week
Takes home
after the
that- takes home
playoffs,
those trophies
hey,
and that plaque.
Big East champion, me is playing West champion, me.
All
It's
right.
gonna happen.
Boom Phillies, get
You
your
want-
Boom
you want
Phillies
me to
ready so
salt?
we can write them down. I'm gonna quickly run through mine. Boom Phillies, we expect these players to score 1.5. Their projections. I missed out on Brandon Aubrey, and I took a phone call from Tony before 12:30. I was gonna boom Philly Keenan Allen, and then he talked me out of it, and I'm an idiot. I got Kamoni Vidal, I got Tank Bigsby, I got Cade Otton, I got Bucky Irving, and I got Alec Pierce. Those are my 6. Eric Latonia is not here. These are his Boom Phillies: Rashad White, Brian Thomas, Njoku, Justin Jefferson, and Lad McConkey. Then you got Cal Trey, Gus Edwards, Cortland Sutton, Demarcus Robinson. Cal Trey falls under the guest category. And then Tony, who's your Boom Phillies?
I missed out barely with David Montgomery. I took a phone call at 12:30 from an idiot. I had Dallas. He convinced me to take Aubrey. It didn't go. I ended up booming with Tyreek Hill. I got Boswell, Calvin Ridley, and Brian Thomas Jr.
Fuck, who you
Boss's
got?
boy.
I got Vidal.
sir.
I got Vidal, Legat, Alec Pierce, and McNichols from Commanders.
Pierce and McNichols. All right. And AB, who's your Boom Phillies?
Well, I tried to boom Jamo, and he didn't do.
He threw a football at somebody.
Yeah.
Tyreek Stevenson.
Yeah. Go ahead.
He did Fahmy.
I'm going Jerry Judy, Bucky, Tank Bigsby, not Tank Dell.
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby.
I said Bigsby, right? That's mine.
Yeah. So
All right.
I'm the second
Yeah.
one to do it, so it's locked in. I'm going Houston defense, and I'm doing a very late ad of Jordan Addison, who's been just blowing up.
I was looking at him, man. Go ahead. Who you got, Bosch?
I like Taysom Hill, Will Disley, Chase Brown, Led, McConkey,
Damn.
and Bucky Irving.
Wow. Okay. All right. And Bucky, Moti, who's played Blues Prime
Played
Time?
Blues Prime Time. I got Keon Coleman, Ricky Purcell, Devon Vivel, whatever.
You got Vidal?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not Vidal. The
Vele?
Vele.
Yeah.
Denver.
and Elijah Moore.
All right.
Solid.
All right. First of all, again, shout out to these guys. Always a fun time to have these guys on the show. You know, it was a great conversations, great topics. Good luck to everyone in the LOL League this Wednesday. Be sure to follow us on all of
TikTok.
our socials.
TikTok
YouTube,
Wednesday,
Facebook,
baby.
Instagram, TikTok, Apple and Spotify podcasts, all under Oz Media. You can find all those platforms on our website, ozmedia313.com. Again, shout out to the sponsors as well. We appreciate them and their support. You got Hanley, Holy Bowly, Wing Fellas, Juice Box, Melika Kebab, Jebed Coffee House, Unique Coney Island, and BMI Towing. What are you looking forward to the most? That's how we end the show. Tony, what you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Wednesday, letting big ticket dominate on the court, and yeah,
Shout out
looking forward to
to
the championship game next week.
Fud, what you looking forward to, my guy?
I like that.
Niners winning.
Are you guys worried about Uncle Eddie creeping up? By the way, he's on the show next week, and it's gonna be a big week if he wins this week. So
He's been winning, man. He's been playing well. He won by 0.78 against me. So I mean,
that
Wow,
could be
that could be the difference.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
AB,
disturbing.
what you got?
I'm looking forward to next Sunday, making sure Tony still shows up to the show.
Choo.
That's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to Billy's call in. I'm looking forward
He's
to
not gonna call in if he
I'm
does.
looking forward to the excuse.
I just want to say good luck to everybody Wednesday too.
Yep.
Thank you for the
Inshallah,
love.
everybody healthy and
Thank
you know.
you.
it's a good
Inshallah,
game.
inshallah.
Boss, what you looking forward to, man?
Good Wednesday games. I really feel like both games are going to be competitive. I'm looking forward to the AB Billy Buckets matchup. Honestly,
Yeah.
I really feel
Game of
like
the
it's
year.
going to be Clash of the
Matchup of the
Titans.
year.
Yeah, I agree.
My opinion.
I'm with it.
Man,
Easy
Moses.
25-20.
In the newer cars, yeah, I'm what
25-20. AB don't score that much.
If you don't put your
Hey,
seatbelt on, guys,
I don't need to.
it
swear.
beeps.
I like that.
And when you have a passenger too, it beeps.
Beep, 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 beep.
So we're locking down Billy, and
Oh
we're
wait!
locking down Tony.
Oh wait!
That's
I
good.
love it.
I like
Can
it.
we get an air horn
Put
to
your
end the
seatbelts on. Buckle up.
This Wednesday, if you want to come check him out, come
You
watch
guys
the
going
game.
for a ride.
I like it,
We'll be
Moti.
back live next Sunday with Uncle Eddie and Sadak. Uncle Eddie will be in the building. It's an annual routine. He comes in week 14 to help you make the playoffs that final week because Uncle Eddie is one of the fantasy legends. We're looking forward to that show. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all
Love
next
me.